Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news edition of the NJCourts TV news station. I am your host this evening, NJCourts, and we've got a pretty informative breaking news announcement tonight. I apologize for not coming on yesterday to give you your day 3 update, but realistically, there wasn't too much to update you on. And I just wanted to kind of wait to day 4 before I probably did do an update. And here we are. And I got one for you. As a matter of fact, I've also got an update to the Amberhhh court hearing that took place yesterday as well. So I'll get you an update for Trina Golden. Then we'll do a small update on what happened with Amberhhh. And then I've got a little bit else to update you guys on in reference to the Jose Sanders, also known as the YouTube creator, making my way in America, his court case as well. So 3 new updates. And I appreciate you guys being here this evening. I know the notification just went out about an hour ago. I saw some of you already in chat having some conversation. So thank you for everybody already being here in chat. As a matter of fact, I think we got hold on, what's this? Do I already have a shout out? Let me jump over to my comments here. But big thank you to everybody here tonight joining me. I know we got some mods already in chat. Thank you guys for being here tonight and all your help. Got some members of the jury already here in chat. Thank you guys for all your continued support. And we've got a super sticker. I thought I saw something. Darlene Valenzuela, thank you so much for your support this evening with the $5 super sticker. Hold on, Darlene. Oh, I see it. It's the Haya. Thank you so much for your continued support. Darlene, this gavel slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels if you got them, please. And let's get this breaking news update started, shall we? As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's let the notifications go out just for 1 more minute. And in the meantime, I have time to say good evening to everybody in chat. So let me just jump over back here. Start up here at the top. Ooh, Cesar taking the first place and who was first in chat today. Followed by Mark Miller and then ICU in third. Oh, what up, everybody? What up, Cesar? What up, Mark Miller? What up, ICU? Going down the line here. What up, Juan's Casa de Puta? Don't forget the LLC. What up, Tie-Dye Gammy? Good to see you, my friend. What up, Pamela Week? What up, Madame Star? Good to see all the members of the jury in chat. What up, Renee or Rena? Sorry, you know, I'm just going to say that wrong tonight, so I apologize. Renee, 215. What up, Madame Star? What up, Chicken Yale? What up, Sicilian Princess? What up, Roofer? Going down the line. What up, Swagged Out? What up, Grunge Truck? Got all the members of the jury here in chat tonight. What up, Nick420? No, she did not. What up, Clumsy? What up, Bean Gang? What up, Cat Crazy? Good to see you, my friend. What up, Kimberly71? What up? Oh, I think I already said hi to Patricia. I know I repeated a few names tonight. What up, Money Mike? First time watching. Well, there's always a first, and I think you sound familiar. I think we've seen you in some other chats prior, but welcome. All righty. So let's start off with, let's just get right to it. Let's start off with Trina Golden, especially since I didn't get you guys an update on what happened yesterday. So just like you know, nothing too crazy. We're just going to go over the case notes. Fortunately, I don't have any audio or video to share with you on that case. But we do have some case notes, and we got some pretty important ones to read for today. So, all right, let's jump over to that. And just bear with me to share this. All right, let's see here. Share screen. Case history, share. Oh, I almost forgot. Hey, thank you so much, Sicilian. I was going to say, I almost forgot to put my little banner up, but you just reminded me, and I want to say a big thank you. Hold on, let me jump over here and get this out of the way. Thank you so much, Sicilian Princess. Sicilian hit me with the $10. I think that was a Cash App, and it says, me jump over the Cashapp app. Come on, Cashapp. There we go. It says, for happy birthday from Sicilian. And you know what? Thank you so much, Sicilian. I appreciate that. This Gabble Slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gabbles if you got them, please. And we will update the birthday banner, the dono goal for this weekend. And for some of you that are new in chat, it is my birthday weekend coming up. So I am e-bagging. Well, I started all week. And so we've got this little dono goal that you're going to see here in a second. And that's what a lot of people have been donating to. So and again, you don't have to, I'm still going to be doing something fun and I'm going to share it with everybody this weekend. But if you would like to help with this weekend's IRL birthday adventure, there are many ways that you can donate to that. I think the mods have put up some links to those, as well as if you see at the top, I have a pinned message that also has the various ways that you can help donate to that birthday adventure. But like I said, you don't have to. We're still going to do it, and everybody's still welcome to watch and join, all right? But that is going to be the only e-bagging I will be doing for the evening. I just wanted to get it out of the way. As a matter of fact, and I lied, you will see this, though, throughout the evening. But let me update that really quick. But as far as me, no, you won't hear me beg anymore. I'll just say it once. And I appreciate everybody's support on that. We're almost halfway there, okay? As a matter of fact, like I said, we don't even have to hit the dono goal to have a birthday stream. We're still going to do it regardless. So I appreciate everybody's support on that donation goal so far. All right, so that brings us to now 45 of the 150 donation goal for the birthday adventure IRL stream. All right, so let's get this. Now that the e-bagging's over with, let's go ahead and get this update started. Oh, shit, hold on. Cat Crazy, thank you so much. Cat Crazy just gifted 5 memberships to the NJCourts members of the jury. So one, I want to say thank you so much, Cat Crazy. And I want to say welcome to the 5 new members of the jury. This Gabble Slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in chat, especially you new members. Spam them gabbles if you got them, which you new members, you got them now. And what that means is you can access these special emojis you see everybody spamming right now. Those, as a member of the jury, you will now have access to, as well as if you go to the main channel page for NJCourts, there is a members only tab that you now have access to. So welcome to all the new members. And again, Cat Crazy, I appreciate your continued support. As a matter of fact, let's update that birthday dono goal banner really quick. So 5 times 3 equals 15. Let's add 15 to that banner there. And then I promise we'll get started. Money Mike's like, God damn, is this all this guy does? No, we do news. And actually, I think I've seen you in Skiwi's chat. So if you are from his chat, which everybody's welcome, you should be used to a lot of e-bagging. So this shouldn't be new to you. All right, here we go. Let's jump over here and update this banner really quick. All right. We don't do banners a lot, so excuse me. I always have to remember how to do that. Okay, so we do. Oh, cool. That brings us up to 60 of 150. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. I think I've got somewhere already selected fun to go for our birthday weekend. It's just going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, we have data there. If we don't, then I'm going to have to change it because, like I said, I'm taking you guys with me. So most important thing is we have a data coverage there. But assuming we do, we should have a lot of fun. But there's always there's always Cashapp Courts too. We can have a big old grill out here if there is going to be an issue of data. But either way, we're going to have a fun birthday weekend. I promise you. All right. I didn't update this. Here we go. Show. There we go. All right, cool. Let me jump back over here to the chat. And then let me get started here. And I'm going to go straight to the Trina Golden update. Just like you saw me just about, 5 minutes earlier, I was just about to share the case history screen with you. So we're just going to read the case notes from yesterday all the way through today. Today, there's some pretty important notes. So that's what I really want to read about. Let's just, okay, banners up. Cool. Let me just go to comments, go back over here. All right. Make sure I didn't miss anything here on my phone. right, that looks good. Oh, wait, I think I did. What is that from today? I did! Thank you so much. I see you. I see you with the $10 Cash App that says for your birthday. Thank you so much. I see you. This gavel slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels if you got them. Now I got to update the banner one more time. Hold on. I promise we're going to do notifications tonight. Or excuse me, updates. But I see you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels if you got them. I don't know if I said that already, but just keep spamming them. All right, let's jump back over to this banner. Edit. So that brings us up to 70 of the 150. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, y'all. All right. Show. All right, let's jump back over here. Haters are like, God damn it, just start with the news already. Woo, that was like kind of scary. I was looking like ski mask right there. All right, here we go. All right, let me move this out of the way. All right, so starting from yesterday's date and reading up to today's date. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as a reminder, if you're on your phone and you're like this in vertical mode and you can't see shit, just turn it like this to horizontal mode, and that should put you automatically into what's called full screen mode on the YouTube app, and you should have no problems reading what we're going to read over today. But just in case you can't see shit, don't worry, I'm going to read it for you. All right, you guys can see that. Excellent. Let's jump over here. So starting from 7/17, we've got some bench notes, which aren't really important. This looks more like an administration note, okay? Looks like they've got somebody that's named Allison that's got the AM shift and Christy with the PM shift that day. Then the next note, this does have count 1/21-5430, open parentheses, C, close parentheses, open parentheses, 2, close parentheses. Plaintiff appears by Olson and Obermeyer. Defendant appears in custody. So she was obviously still in custody yesterday with attorney Hunter in person. Comment, day 3 of trial. That was it. That's why I didn't do a show yesterday, okay? Because there wouldn't have been shit really to update you other than this day 3. And that was it, all right? Now, let's continue on to today's date. We've got some more bench notes. Looks like Christy's got the AM shift and Allison's got the PM shift. Then we've got another note that was stamped today's date, and it says second amended complaint. Then we have another note that's from today's date, and that has the same count that I read earlier. Plaintiff appears by Olson and Obermeyer. Defendant appears in custody. So she was still in custody as of today's date. Means she was showing up to court, click, clack, hands behind the back. With attorney Hunter in person. Comment. Day 3 of trial goes to jurors. Dun, dun, dun. So, again, I'm not there. But based on that note that we just read, I'm going to assume that all the arguments have been heard by both sides and that this now has gone to the jury as far as the decision to be made of whether Trina is guilty or not guilty, facing the 3 charges that we read over 2 days ago, with the most important of those 3 being a felony charge of distribution of drugs resulting in a death. That's the one, if she's found guilty, she's most likely going to be facing some jail time. So, I guess what we're going to be waiting for next is going to be once the jury deliberates and comes with a decision. Give me just 1 second. Now, again, there is no time limit, really. This was scheduled for tomorrow, okay? And it is still scheduled for tomorrow's date. That's what I was just checking. Let me show you here. Let me show you where I was at. Just go to calendar here. Make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Perfect. You guys can see tomorrow is July 19th. Still scheduled at 9 a.m. Division 9 jury trial. Now, it doesn't mean that they're going to have a decision made by tomorrow, but they could. So that is your update as of right now with the Trina Golden case. All right. So if you're just joining us, it appears that both sides have finished their arguments and the decision has now been sent over, or the jury is now currently deliberating. I can't say that word very well, but I think I said it right. And is working on reaching a verdict if they can. Remember, sometimes that doesn't happen. And then it's a mistrial. But assuming that the jury does come to a decision, we are waiting to find out if Trina Golden is going to be found guilty or not guilty of the 3 charges she is currently facing. Stipulation. Oh, we got a new note. This just popped up right now. You guys, what did you guys just see this one? Look at this one at the top. It says stipulation. That's all it says. Which stipulation just is another word for like an agreement. So again, I don't know what that means other than just the, definition of it. So again, I'm just making assumptions based on what we're seeing on the notes. Again, I'm not there, so I can't even say, what's currently going on if they're just done for the day and, we're waiting on a decision possibly tomorrow. Or let's see, it's about 5:19 there right now. I don't know if they're waiting. Like I said, I don't know. I have a feeling most likely that they're done for the day and we'll just continue this till tomorrow. But if I see any other notes pop up, I'll keep you. If ones that I think have anything as far as importance, like, hey, they've made their decision and the verdict's going to be available, I'll definitely share that with you as far as breaking news. But again, I don't think we're going to learn much until tomorrow. And again, just because this is scheduled to end tomorrow doesn't mean it's going to. If obviously the jury hasn't made their decision, then this will go on to next week because the court obviously is closed for the weekend. All right, so let's move on to our next court case update, which will be for the Amberhhh hearing. Oh, let me just say thank you again to this individual. All right. Darlene, thank you so much for that $5 super that says want a button, please. Darlene, you already gotten actually a button. It's not been sent yet. I don't know if you were here for my last update because Roofer asked about him. I think it was the day before yesterday. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow, my little envelopes that I had to order to send the buttons out because the way I was going to try to do it didn't work out, will be here. So that is good news, which means I will be sending out your button as well as the other buttons that I will be sending out this weekend. So once I have sent those out, I will contact you all individually. I'll probably just even post a picture, like I did the last time when I was at the post office, just showing, hey, buttons are all sent out. But yes, good news. My Amazon order is tracking, will be delivered mañana. I've got 100 of these little special manila envelopes that I will be sending out the buttons in. Unfortunately, my MacGyver version didn't work out. But hey, we live and learn. But thank you for your patience. So you already got one coming as soon as I send it out. So thank you again. Do you want another one? Because I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Otherwise, if you don't, I'll put that $5 towards the birthday goal. If you want a second button, then I will send you a second button. But you already got one. You are welcome. All right. So let's move on over to the Amberhhh. Dime bag envelopes. No, I didn't use one of those. I thought about it, though. Not like I have a bunch of those laying around. Just kidding. No. What I tried was actually just taking... I had one actually up here to show you guys because I was going to show you guys the other day. Hold on. Did I move it? Yeah. Actually, the only thing I have is this to show you guys. I just was using my legal envelopes that I used for the stickers when I sent them out. I cut them in half, and then I just folded the part that I cut, and then I just taped it. And originally, I didn't just do that, okay? I had asked, okay? I had asked at the post office prior to doing that first way of sending them, and they said it would be fine. But when I got there with a few of them, I wasn't going to send them all out like that. I said, I was smart. I said, let's just bring a few and see what they say. They didn't think it was a good idea then. So I didn't want to risk it. I just said, fuck it. I'll just order some off of Amazon. It wasn't very expensive. I got 100 of them. I'll have a bunch left over so I can send other stuff with our other projects coming up. And yeah, so we shouldn't have any problems. I was sending them out this weekend. So everybody that owe a button to, you will be getting them by next weekend. I promise you. But what I will show you is this. Before we jump over to Amberhhh, just like a little pause for the cause. Look what I made with my, if some of you, for most of y'all that follow me on Instagram or saw the community post today, I have good news and bad news, okay? The good news is, well, hold on. Should I start with the good news or the bad news? Bad news. Let's do bad news first. Bad news is I had to cut down two of the, not ladies, 2 plants today. And I started making this with one of them. Yes, NJ knows how to weave, all right? I'm going to make like a little basket. Anyways, the reason I had the good news is the reason I had to cut them down is they were males. And we didn't want any males hanging around with our ladies, okay? So, and I had kind of figured they were going to be males, but I wanted to wait and see. And I finally waited and I saw, and they were. And I know they were for sure before people start trolling saying, those weren't males. No, they were males. So not bad, because out of the 12, I only had 2 males. So that means 10 of my females will be growing and flowering just fine. As a matter of fact, 5 of the 10 now are actually flowering, and I'm waiting on the other 5 to start flowering. But in the meantime, I started a little side project. Pretty cool, huh? Be a hemp basket. Anyways, that was my little commercial. All right, let's jump over to... Hey, what up, Cat Crazy? Thank you so much. How much time is Trina looking at? Well, let's check. Let's check. Now, again, this is not going to be taking into account any of her previous record. Like, let's just say the judge submits for a, what do they call it? A pre-sentence... it's a PSR, pre-sentence report. Okay, that's where the judge would be able to see, her previous record. So let's not even assume that. Let's just go with based on the statute for the distribution of drugs resulting in a death charge. Let's just look at the most important of the 3, and let's see what just that one alone brings. Okay. That'll give us a good idea. At least we'll have a minimum. Again, that doesn't even take into account, even going possibly, because usually there's a min and a max. And there's also what they call, which we're going to talk about here in a bit, what they call mitigating and what's the other one? Come on, NJ, don't brain fart me now. And aggravating factors. There we go. That the judge can also consider when they are doing their sentence, okay, which can either add or lessen time to what they consider the norm sentence that they usually give for a charge, okay? So we're not considering any of those factors. Let's just look at just the minimum and maximum time just for that one statute. So give me a second. I'll look it up. That's a very good question. But first, before I even do that, I owe you a gavel slam. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Super chat. Yeah, I was going to say super sticker, but that is a super chat. That says, how much time is Trina looking at? I appreciate that, Cat Crazy. This gavel slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do, chat. Spam them gavels if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Let me get you an answer on that. Let me just plug in that statute really quick. All right. All right, let me share this. Let me just make sure this is the correct one. 215430C2. 215430C2. Yep, here it is. Okay, let me share this with you. And let's read this together here, okay? Well, not all of it, but we'll read the sentencing portion of it. Should be on here. So it says this one again was 215430C2, which is right here. Distribution of a controlled substance causing death is a non-drug severity level 1 person felony. Okay? So let's see here. Let's read where. This section part of some of the Kansas criminal code. All right, hold on. I might have to go to another section here. Give me 1 second. Because that's not telling me what she's looking at as far as sentencing. Let me put crime and punishment. Here we go. I know what the crime is, but I need to know what the punishment is. Let's see if it says it here. I think I just have to then, what I might have to do is just plug in non-drug severity level 5 felony and see what the sentence is for that. Because that's what it's saying is it's a severity level 1, non-drug severity level, hold on. It's a distribution of controlled substance causing death is a non-drug severity level 1 person felony. So let me copy and paste that. And let's see what that brings up. In Kansas, non-drug felony offenses are categorized into 10 severity levels, with level 1 being the most severe. So it is the most severe. Here we go. The severity level of a non-drug felony determines the length of the jail sentence. For example, a level 1 non-drug felony can result in a sentence of 12 to 54 years, while a level 10 non-drug felony can result in a sentence of 5 months to 1 year. That's in Kansas. See, here's another. Let me share this with you. We can read this here. Yeah, it looks like in that state they do it by those categories. Non-drug level 1. Let's go here. For each felony non-drug offense, the law specifies severity level 1 to 10, 1 being the most serious. Okay, that's just what we had read. Penalty, severity level 1, 12 to 4. Yeah, approximately 12 to 54 years, 147 to 653 months. There you go. No, it's out of Kansas, Cheryl. As a matter of fact, her hearing is in, the court is in Olathe, Kansas. So, and that's why I was telling you, you know, when you have that range, that's where the judge will start determining a lot of that determination when they have such a large range, then starts becoming with adding mitigating and aggravating factors, you know, into all that. And that's generally what the judge will ultimately, after they add both of those factors in, make their decision as to what exact sentence or punishment they want to give when they have, you know, a min and max. And yeah, then Roofer just made a good point right there is don't forget, we also have two other charges, which pretty much have to do with, you know, making a deal by, you know, using a phone, text messaging, any type of communication. There's two charges of that. All three of them are felonies. So yeah, those will add some more time. I guess we'd have to figure out what the severity level is on those. And they're non-drug, obviously. So, but yeah, I mean, minimum 12 up to 54 years. And we're not even considering mitigating and aggravating factors, nor are we even considering the other two charges. So, oh yeah, don't forget, and time served. Absolutely. All right. So as a matter of fact, let me just see if anything's been updated on those notes. Just because we're getting to that time where if they were waiting on a decision this afternoon, you know, it's getting to be about 5:30 their time. And I don't see anything updated. All right, so let's just jump over the Amberhhh update. Excuse me. Let's see here. Let me share this with you. So Amber actually had court yesterday at 1:30. I did try my best to sit in on the court hearing, but they didn't start the actual Zoom portion of all that until 2:30, which the case that they did hear on 2:30 at 2:30 was not her case. It was actually one of the ones that were scheduled on the court docket for that time. I actually had access to the calendar. That's why I knew what time her case was going to be heard at. So I have a feeling that I don't know if they did it purposely or not, but anyways, her hearing was not shown on Zoom, unlike the other hearing, like, for example, the one that came on at 2:30, which was not hers. So I stuck around. As soon as that one at 2:30 was done, they ended the whole Zoom conference. So I don't think, like I said, hers was available through any type of Zoom video. I haven't seen any of the other channels that have been kind of following Amber post anything up either. So what I'm going to be just doing is just showing you guys pretty much the case notes, kind of look at what we looked at with Trina, which I've already looked at and doesn't tell us much, but we at least know when her next court hearing is, and we can tell you whether she's still in jail or not. So I'll get you that information here in about a minute. Mark Henry says, max sentence for Amber 2, please. Well, I think they're getting to that portion of it because I'm going to read some notes for you. And again, I am just making guesses, but I think we're getting close to that part. And I'll tell you why. Let me share this with you here. Oh, I got to log back in. That's why I said, excuse me, just give me a minute. Let me just log back in here. And then don't forget, I do have a court case update on the Jose Sanders, a.k.a. Making My Way in America YouTube creator. All right, here we are. That's to start putting some waiting music, man. I have to clear out some of this memory on my computer. Got so much crap in here now. My computer's trying to run a little slow. All right, here we go. So thank you guys for your patience. Let me show you here the Amber portion of what I'm going to be sharing with you guys is going to be the case notes for Amber HHHH's case. Let me share that with you now. Let me just bring it up here. All right, share screen. Here we go. Again, this is all public information that you guys can access. You will have to create an account, though, for the Arizona e-Access if you are wanting to access the same stuff here that I'm showing you. But let me read some of this here for you. So as you can see up here at the top under case status, it has been reopened, just in case some of you are new to this. Let's go down here. They go by a timeline here. So as you can see, she did have court yesterday. There's some correspondence. And again, these documents, unfortunately, are not available yet. If they are, of course, we'll share these. The last document that was made available, we've already looked at. That's nothing new. So she did have her hearing yesterday. And here's why I think something's going to be happening as far as, you know, this judge making a decision on what they want to do with her for her breaking her probation is, one, you see that, down here, you see she had her hearing on July 17th, and they have as a result, it's continued. And then you have her next hearing date, August 7th. So let me write that down so I don't forget. We'll have to add that to August's court date. If you're following the Amber HHH case, her next hearing will be August 7th. And I don't have a time yet. Once I get, pretty much they don't post the time until they post the docket calendar. So until that date comes, then I'll have a time for you. But at least we know what day it's going to be on. That's going to be courtroom 3045, Amber HHHHH. But here's why I think that judge is getting ready to let her know what she's going to be facing. Because if you see here, and again, I'm just making assumptions, okay? I'm not a lawyer. I wasn't there to watch the case. Nothing like that. But let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Perfect. But if we go over here, I'm going to highlight it for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. But this last kind of note here, it says minute entry event for aggravation/mitigation, okay? Usually when you see anything talking about aggravation or mitigation, usually has to do when you're getting to a sentencing portion of a court case, okay? That's kind of what I was explaining to you a little bit earlier in reference to the Trina Golden case. You know, when the judge is making their decision on a sentencing or a punishment and they have a minimum and maximum, they usually have what's called like there's a different word for it, but it's like their normal sentence, okay? Then what they do from there is they add their mitigating and aggravating factors. Aggravating meaning things that aren't good on your case, and mitigating mean things that are in your favor for the case. You know what I mean? Did you show remorse? Is this your second felony or first felony? Things like that, okay? And what the judge will do is take those factors, aggravating, mitigating. Now, if there isn't any aggravating or mitigating factors, which can sometimes happen, then they'll usually just stick with the norm, okay? The normal sentence, all right? But say in the case they do have aggravating and mitigating factors to take in account, that usually is what they'll determine. That's usually what they'll take in account to determine whether they're going to go a little bit less, or, I mean, I don't know little, but they'll go less as far as days they're going to sentence than the norm, or if they're going to add more days to the norm as what they usually sentence, okay? So being that, because I see that as a note entry, and again, I'm just making assumptions, I'm wondering if that's maybe what this is having all to do with, is they're now, or the judge, excuse me, is now reaching that time of the case to where they need to make a decision on what they're going to do with Amber, since she's already admitted to guilt. As far as, remember, there was 3, they were trying to nail her on 3 that she broke her probation by breaking 3 hold on, let me give you the legal term. She had 3 provisions, 3 conditions. There you go. So they were originally saying she broke 3 conditions of her probation, which were she failed 2 drug tests, and then she was supposed to report to a probation mandate. She's supposed to pretty much turn herself into the jail, and then from there they were going to go ahead and transfer over to like a rehab program. So she failed to the drug test, allegedly, and she didn't turn herself in. After a bunch of just going back and forth, the court ended up deciding that they are just going to find that she, and Amber agreed to this as well, this is all documented, that she just broke one condition of the probation, which was going to be her not turning herself in to the jail. Okay, so that is what their judge is now considering when he makes his decision on what he's going to do with Amber now, being that she broke her probation on that one condition. So that's where we're at. Again, I don't know much because I wasn't there, but maybe in August we'll find out exactly what happened, because there'll be some more case notes that'll be available. You see all these ones here on the right, says document not available, document not available. Well, what's over some time, those eventually start getting to be made available. Not all of them, but as they do become available, I'll share those with you. But let's just assume none of them become available before August. I'll try my best to see if I can get you a better update come the August court date, other than just reading these case notes like we have been. Like I said, I did try yesterday to sit in on that Zoom hearing, but unfortunately they didn't have it start when it was supposed to. And then the next hearing they showed wasn't hers. And then they didn't show any more after that. They were done for the afternoon. So I can only assume that they just never did her hearing as a Zoom hearing for whatever reason. All right. Check my Insta. Yes, sure will. Thank you, Roofer. Okay, so it looks like, all right. Let's see. I do have a person that I guess wants to speak a bit about the Trina Golden case that's in chat. What I'd like to do is bring you up, not tonight though, Catherine. I'm going to have a panel discussion with Jose, probably tomorrow. And, I'd like to schedule this. I don't like to just put people up because one, I don't know who you are and I need to kind of vet you out first. No offense. But, if you want to reach out to me, please, we can talk. And, assuming you are who you are, yeah, sure. I don't mind bringing you up if you want to speak on behalf of the case. So you can reach out to me through Instagram or email, and we can do something, like I said, with the same day that I'm planning on bringing Jose up to talk about his case. But you're more than welcome to share anything you like in the chat, Catherine. All right, so let me go ahead and move on to our next update, our final update for the evening. And this is actually kind of important as far as with Jose's case, because even speaking about his case, even having anything to talk about, there possibly could be nothing to talk about. And that'll kind of be my segue into what I'm going to share with you next. So let me take this off here really quick, and let me share this next document that I have. Let's see, how are we going to do this? I think we can do it like this. Perfect. Here we go. All right. Make sure you guys can see this. Excellent. So this was actually sent to me by Jose, okay? He shared this with me this afternoon, because I was reaching out to him to see if he wanted to come up today and try again to speak on his behalf about his court case. We've been trying a few days now, and it's just been, kind of finding the right data connection for him. I know the other day I was having troubles on my end, but hopefully we'll be able to make it work. But we've just been having some issues getting him connected onto the StreamYard server, and that way we can have him up on a panel. But he shared this with me this afternoon. So I'm just going to read this, and then we'll discuss it, okay? And I did ask him some questions, so I did follow up with some things. So that way, if you guys have questions as soon as we finish this, hopefully with me explaining some more things, I'll be able to answer those for you. All right, so here we go. Let's read this together. Let me jump back over to my other page. So this looks like this is going to be a, let's start reading from the top. In the Justice Court of Madison, State of Montana, before Jordan All Hands, Justice of the Peace, State of Montana plaintiff versus Jose Sanders, the defendant. This is an order to dismiss without prejudice, okay? So this reads, the state having filed a motion to dismiss the above matter and good cause appearing, it is hereby ordered that the state's motion to dismiss the charge of disorderly conduct, first offense, is granted and the above captioned matter be dismissed without prejudice. It is further ordered all future hearing dates are hereby vacated. All right? So, based on what we just read, and this is signed by the Justice of the Peace, they have dismissed without prejudice one of the two charges that Jose is facing. So remember, he was facing two charges. This is going to be dismissing the charge of disorderly conduct, okay? So I asked him, I said, well, what's going on with the other charge, which is the, it's got a long description, but just to make it short, it's, what was it? Indecent exposure. It's a form of indecent exposure, okay? He said he doesn't know, okay? He still's got his August date still scheduled, and he's still planning on showing up for that, okay? He had some questions for me, but I'm not going to share any of that with you. That was just some personal opinions that I gave him. But as of right now, this is finalized and signed by the judge. They have dismissed one of his two charges, being the one that they dismissed was the disorderly conduct charge. He's still pending the, Jesus Christ, I always have a brain fart with that one. The indecent exposure charge. So that's why I want to bring him up so he can speak a little bit more on his behalf. Like I said, I'm trying to give people now an opportunity when we're covering their cases to at least have their chance to speak on their behalf. We started a whiles back, but just most recently we had Justin come up and we did a small interview with him to, you know, have him speak on his behalf on what happened. And then, of course, I'm still waiting on paperwork to come through on that case so that we can always fact check what he said. But we've got this now to share, and that's what I did with you guys. Still pending what's going to go on with the second charge, and still pending an interview with Jose that still wants to speak about his case. And that's pretty much all I have for you as far as the court case update with Jose Sanders, a.k.a. Making My Way in America, otherwise known as his YouTube creator name, Making My Way in America. And sure, and you know what? I heard something a little bit about that. Only reason I even know is because I did pretty much when I'm covering individuals, I will follow them. As soon as I'm done covering them, I unsubscribe unless, you know, there's somebody I'm interested in following. But I read some type of community post that he had made in regards to something about that. And that was actually one of my questions that I had for him, was just to ask him what was going on with, I guess, this strike or whole thing that was going on with some incident that happened on his live stream. I didn't watch it live, but I just saw the community post that he had posted. So let's see here if I have anything else to share with you guys. Just looking at my notes if you're wondering why I'm looking down. And I don't think I do. We had 3 court case updates today. We went over 3 of them. Of course, the VOD will remain up. Shout out to my replay crew / gang. Now, do we have anything else for the rest of the month? Let me get this out of the way. Well, we just have pretty much the finale, which it's, again, doesn't mean it's scheduled to end tomorrow. Doesn't mean it will. Obviously, it looks like the jury is deliberated, and we're waiting now on a decision to be made in regards to the Trina Golden case, whether they've reached a verdict of guilty or not guilty, or if maybe this goes to a mistrial. Who knows? But either way, it was scheduled till tomorrow. Doesn't mean that it will end tomorrow. It could go on till Monday and even further, or it can end tomorrow, But either way, I will keep you guys updated. I will be checking those case notes throughout the day. Her case, or excuse me, her day 5 of the jury trial starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. That is Central Standard Time. That is out of Olathe, Kansas, down at their district courthouse down there in Olathe. Let's see. But yeah, I will pretty much have an update tomorrow, I would imagine, with the Trina Golden case. And then we move on to August. So I'll post, not that we're in August yet, but being that we don't have any more cases. And again, that can always change. As far as coverage or updates for July, I will go ahead and post August's e-calendar up on the community tab, under the community tab on the main channel for the NJCourts channel page. I don't know, Grunge. They don't put any timestamps on the notes. All I know is that her case started at 9 a.m. this morning, and I think the court closes at 5 p.m. their time. And and we've seen these juries, let's just put it this way, okay? Remember when we did the coverage on Sunny IRL, okay? There's still a lot of factors, and I'm not going to get into it as to maybe why the jury found him not guilty, but there was a lot of people that thought, because the evidence was pretty much straight and clear, that, he had allegedly, assaulted somebody with brass knuckles, and that individual had, physical injuries that the police saw and went to the hospital. They had the hospital notes that it was pretty much done, son. But in that case, he was found not guilty for whatever reason. Okay. And that was it. Not going to argue against that. All right. That's the way the law works. So we have been surprised in the past, but I guess we'll find out either way tomorrow. Or like I said, we may not. This may continue on to next week, but I will keep you updated. Absolutely. Oh man, I see. Like I said, I let's just put it this way. And again, it's not really too important as far as the case goes. But one of the questions I'm just wondering is, who the hell is financing her case? Okay. I don't think a lot of you realize, and I did confirm yesterday. I went back through the notes. She does have a private attorney. Do you guys know what the minimum cost is for a private attorney in a murder case? Minimum. You're looking about 10 to 20 G's. Okay? Minimum. Not to mention the already, 20,000, a little bit over in bond money that's already been given up that doesn't go back to whoever it was that put up that bond money. And don't forget, whoever it was that bonded her this last time literally bonded her knowing that she was going to be going to a jury trial here very soon. And in this case, look at that, how that ended. She ended up, I guess, violating her bond conditions and got put back in jail anyways. So that person literally just threw down, 10K, 10, 15K this last time just to get her out for like a week, if that. But yeah, that's no joke. That private attorney is costing a lot of money. So I'm just wondering, man, for some of you that didn't have money to get, was begging for a food truck, shit, she could have already opened up a restaurant with the amount of money that's already gone into her side of the case. $3.50 an hour. There you go. Yeah, they do charge hourly. But, they have retainers and things like that, deposits and shit like that before they'll start. All sorts of things. And I've heard a lot of rumors going on about the financing of it, but I'm not going to go over those because, again, they're just rumors, and I don't like to talk about rumors. We're a court channel, we're a news channel, so we speak on facts. That's why we share these, public documents and court documents. Those are legal documents, Cat Crazy. I didn't want to say it, but I appreciate you taking the words out of my mouth. And I also appreciate that $5 super chat. That reads, her drug supplier doesn't want to be known. Where is my gavel? There it is. This gavel slam goes, whoo! Almost threw it at my laptop. That would not have been cool. This gavel slam goes out to you, Cat Crazy. You guys know what to do in chat. Slam them gavels if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. The only other thing I could think of, Cat Crazy, is either that, what you just said, or I was thinking kind of the opposite. There must be somebody in jail that she doesn't want to be around. You know what I mean? But who knows? Like I said, it's really not important to the case. What's important is that, you know, the justice be found for the victim of this crime, and that justice is now up to in the hands of the jury, and they are now the ones responsible for, you know, listening to the case and putting the facts together to make the best decision in the eyes of the court, you know, to provide the best justice for this case. So it is now in the hands of the jury, as they say. Cat Crazy follows up with, who else would put up that kind of, that's a lot of cash. You're right. It's a hell's a lot of cash. Definitely not the type of cash these little eBay and streamers got, right? Okay, thanks, Sunshiner. I just got the notes. Catherine, yeah, I'm sorry because I'm not really good at reading chat, so I apologize if you had questions for me. But reach out to me either through Instagram or email, and we can have like a one-on-one. And like I said, I'd be more than happy to bring you on if you want to share some information regarding the Trina Golden case. Madame Star says she's a famous Hollywood actor. Hey, you know what? Like I said, I may have just gotten it wrong. You know, I just may have not done my my background or background investigation well enough, and I missed that part where she was a famous Hollywood actress and made millions at one time. So I may have missed that. Oh, they do. You know, there's a reason why you have private attorneys and why people pay good money for them. All right, my friends. I think we're going to call it an evening. I've got some more trimming to do and some just basket. No, I'm just I'm just messing with this. This is just, I was showing some people, you know, how this is kind of the start. Technically, you would have more of these reefs, whatever you want to call them. I think about 4 or 5 of these. And then, you know, if you can kind of see the concept, you start from the bottom and you start weaving, and eventually it turns into a basket. If you can kind of see, this would be the bottom of the basket. This is the top. If you guys can kind of see that. But that's how they used to make them back in the old days right there, ladies and gents. Learned that back in scout camp. But, yeah, I'm not going to finish this up. I got too many things to do. But, yo, it would be a fun project, though. Definitely would be fun to make something out of all those stems and leaves I cut. I mean, I know they're males, but, man, did it hurt to cut those down. Because, you know, you spend a lot of time growing them and watering them. And you kind of build a relationship with your plants, you know. And it was sad. I felt bad cutting them down. But I also know that if I didn't cut them down, they were going to turn my females into a bunch of seedy-ass buds, and we don't want that. So I'm glad that I caught it early and that they're – but, yeah, it does kind of suck. But at least we've got, what, we said 10 of the 12 that are females that are, you know, 5 of those 10 are sprouting flowers. So let's just send some good vibes. The other 5 start. But, yeah, I think we'll have a pretty decent harvest, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. But the magical bean journey has been a journey, and I've learned a lot. And so far, knock on wood, we've had some pretty good luck with it, I would say. They're looking really good, Pemberton. They're the ones that are flowering are looking amazing. As a matter of fact, I have a little midget one. That was the first one that flowered. And I think that's going to be the first one that I'll harvest. I'm not going to say soon, but at least I'll be able to share a little bit of it with you guys before I cut down the big ones. So I'm excited for that. But just put it this way. The little one, there looks amazing. And then the big ones, they're looking amazing. Yeah, definitely turning into a plant, Dad. Shh, don't let the dogs hear that. Hey, thanks, Sunshinery. That's what you know what, like I said, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but and again, knock on wood, because we're not to harvest time yet. A lot of shit can still happen, okay? But for a first time grow, I am pretty happy with the way it went. And like I said, I've learned some things to change for next year, and I learned some things that worked out okay for my first time grow. So I'm going to kind of utilize all that into next year's grow, and I'm really excited for next year. So hey, Candy Cane. Well, if he's interested, I have probably, and I'm not kidding you, I probably got like a pillows case worth of male stems and what do they call the leaves that he can have. I heard you can brew a little bit of some tea out of those. I don't know if it's going to do anything to you, but he can have those even for free. He just has to pay for shipping. But you know what I was starting to look at though is and I'm just looking. I don't know if I'll be interested in it because I'm not trying to get into anything commercially or anything, but they've got these little nug presses for like about they want like $400 for the real one, but you can get ones on Amazon like the Temu versions, which they look like they work just as fine for like $200 at the most. I think I saw one for $150. But I was considering maybe getting one of those nug presses and making my own dabs. I don't really do that stuff, but fuck it. If I'm gonna have so much of the flour, I might as well try some other stuff. But yeah, I was thinking actually of doing like a bunch of pre-rolls and just doing a bunch of fun stuff. Maybe making some butter, so make some edibles and stuff. So bubble hash, I'll look into that because that is just using water, I think, right? I ain't doing anything with no fucking chemicals or because I remember I watched a documentary on how they make like the stuff I like, the oil. Holy shit, man. When they make that with it makes you almost not want to smoke that stuff anymore. Which I know the more expensive stuff, I think the live resin, they make it better, but the cheaper stuff they make with the what is it, the ethanol, I don't even know what it's called. But it's not good shit. Butane. There you go. Thank you, Soup Roofer. Are you serious? Says NJ, I cook all my trimmings and stems in butter. I was even thinking about doing like a salad. But I got them saved. So, if I can do anything with them, we'll see. But realistically, I would say here, we're going to be getting into August. I would probably say coming in closer to the end of September is when I'll be harvesting. I know I've even been told wait till October, which I don't want to wait till October, man. But I bet you by even the end of this month, the flowers are going to look amazing. But yeah, I can't wait till like September. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, see, I learned a lot from that documentary about, let's just put it this way. It was what was it? A Vice News documentary on like these guys that make like the backdoor version of that stuff, and it's not safe. Okay, it was absolutely very dangerous and stupid, and I would never do anything like that. That's why I just like the stuff that I got going on now, man. I know exactly what's in there. It's just dirt and water, tap water, nothing else. Remember, I didn't add shit to that. That's why, like I said, I wasn't trying to brag or sound cocky, but if you've been following my little adventure and you've seen how they started small to where they're at now, like let's just put it this way: my largest of the plants of the females, that one now is almost going about 8 feet. I think it's like 7.5. I think it's at 8 feet. Okay. It looks like a fucking Christmas tree. All right. No, I didn't add anything. I didn't add any more fertilizers. I didn't add anything, even organic fertilizer. I didn't add any of the worm casings or casings, like I said I was thinking about. That's all natural. Yeah, the solventless is the stuff that's the thing I'm trying to do with the if I'm gonna have a large amount of flour, I want to try some of the stuff, again, if it's safe and also nothing with chemicals. So that's why I like the nug press. Just it's a heated press, presses the nug, and there you go. You got the whatever, the shatter, the whatever they call that shit. Yeah, and I think the guy was actually out of California, Cesar. But I know what they were doing was illegal, though. They were no legal commercial setup. That's for sure. It's just out of the guy's house, and it looked dangerous as hell. But I'm very curious to see what my final weight will be and how much I'm going to harvest. I'm very curious about. And what I'm really curious about is I did a little side project. Next time I do an update with the plants, I'll show you guys. But I had 2 little plants already going, so I've started topping those off. I didn't do those to my other plants, my original ones. Okay, so I want to learn. I want to see the difference now in just these 2 ones that I have, of topping them off now at an earlier stage and seeing how bigger they get versus the ones that I've grown now that I didn't top. So I'm very curious. And honestly, I've already topped it off once, and I've already noticed that even as small as of a plant it is, it's got bushy. So I'm pretty curious to see how big. Pretty much, I'm going to see how big I can get that one plant. It's 2 of them, but I think I'm going to just take that other one out and just leave one and see how big I can get it. I don't even care if it's a male. That's why I started with 2, just in case one was a male, one was a female. I just want to see how big I can get it. That way I can see, how the actual topping works and all that. So see, this one was I did this one at the 4th node, but honestly, I think it was about, I think it was probably closer to 9 inches, but I think it was pretty close to 10 inches when I topped it off, but I just did it once it hit the 4th node. So now I guess I'm going to let it grow back up a bit and then I'll top it off. But you're saying every 3 sets of leaves. Okay, cool. That was my next question, Roofer, is now that I've topped it off once, when do I wait the next time? So I'll let it get 3 sets and then top it off. Sweet. See? I'm learning stuff all the time. Aaron, I had 2 of them. They're gone. Broski, look it. I've started making them into a basket, bro. Like the natives. Like our prehistoric ancestors did. Yeah, the males are gone. They're out of there. And they weren't even close to pollination or anything like that either, so they didn't do nothing. Then stop topping end of July. Okay. Well, here very soon then. All right. Excellent. So they probably won't be too big since we had to stop in July, but I'm curious to see how big they did get. But I can already tell you just by topping it off the first time, it already looks like it got bushier than all my other smaller ones when they were at that same height. All right, my friends, I'm going to call it an evening. I appreciate everybody hanging with me this Thursday night. Tomorrow is Friday, so to all my Monday through Fridays, TGIF, all right? Just one more day, and then it's the weekend. As a matter of fact, it's a very fun weekend because it's going to be my birthday weekend. So I want to say big thank you to everybody that has helped out with this birthday dono goal. Like I said, it's not necessary or not needed. It's appreciated. I'm still planning on doing something fun with you guys, regardless if we hit it or not. I just don't know what day. It'll be either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Technically, my birthday is on Monday, but we'll have some fun. We got 70 of the 150. We still got a couple of days to hit the dono goal. And like I said, even if we don't, we're still going to go out and have some fun and do something cool for the birthday weekend IRL. So again, I appreciate everybody that's helped with that dono goal. I appreciate everybody that's here as a viewer. I appreciate all the supporters, whether you're just here viewing as a member of the jury. Most importantly, I appreciate my mods. all your hard work. Thank you so much. And you guys have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow sometime. Like I said, I'll get you updated as soon as I hear something from, I guess, the jury. At this point, we're just waiting for what the jury says in regards to the Trina Golden case. Amberhhh got her next hearing coming up in August. We've got Justin having a hearing up in August 1st very soon. And then Jose, assuming they don't dismiss, remember they just dismissed one of his 2 charges, the state did. Assuming they don't dismiss the second charge, he'll have court in August as well. So we've got a busy August, just like we did in July. But most importantly, tomorrow we are pending. And again, we may not get an answer tomorrow, but if we do, I will definitely get you guys updated as soon as I hear whether or not we found if there's a verdict in the Trina Golden case. All right, y'all? Even the lurkers, Roofer, even the lurkers. A view is a view, as I say. So to all my friends and all the members of the jury, and you know what? We'll even call it to even the haters, all right? Keep your head on a swivel. Don't forget to check your 6. Take some time to love somebody, especially you haters and lurkers. And have a good one, all right? I love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you mañana. NJCourts is officially out! Come on, Rio. I don't know why you stopped doing that. I'm here. Peace, guys.